Yeah, so welcome to 5 Minute Miracles, where I make a miracle happen in 5 minutes because ain't nobody got time, okay? Everything I do is quick, simple, easy, to the point, okay? So, what you're going to first start off by doing is getting your edges a little bit straight. I personally am 30 years old. Well, really, I'm 29, and I'm not about to be flat ironing my edges every morning. So, what I do is I take my little roller round brush, which is like a dryer, and I roll them against my edges, and that bald spot over there was previously there, so I did not cause that, okay? And we're going to roll them out till they get like how you see them now, like a little bit straight. And then I'm going to start to put the makeup on my wig just to get it prepared, okay? Yeah, so like the thing with the closure behind the hairline is that you want the closure to look as natural or as close to your scalp as possible before you even apply it, which I have learned is not as meticulous as some hairstylists make it. Y'all comment down below if y'all want me to show y'all how I prep my wigs like fresh out the box to make sure that it looks beautiful and looks the same as my scalp, okay? So the next thing you want to do is you want to part your hair as if those braids are hair and you're like starting off a part, if that makes sense for you. So basically what I'm going to do is do my edges as if my hair is already done. This is just the best method for me. Sometimes if I opt for no edges, I will just use that roll brush and roll those edges that are like a little bit puffy back into my wig. But for this style today, I'm just going to put the edges on there because every time I do a side part, y'all, I love to do that Detroit, or is it Chicago, swoop on the side. So I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to start to manipulate my edges how I want them to look, once I put my wig on. I'm acting like my hair is already done and like I'm just, adjusting my edges. And if you can see right above that swoop, I've already made like a little fake part because once I put my wig on, I'm going to be lining up my wig with the part that I've already made. So there is like so much room for you to move it around because you've already basically made the foundation for your wig. All you're doing is adjusting your wig to what you have there. Now, another thing on the other side of my head, as you can see, I did a swoop by my ear. And that's because I like to tuck my hair behind my ear on that side. And so that swoop will show sometimes if I decide to tuck my hair. Now, y'all, when I put this wig on, I realized that it was my middle part wig and not my side part wig. So I had to go back and get my side part wig and put it on, which wasn't no big deal, honey, because I'm not about to be manipulating that part. I got one with the middle part, one with the side part, and I just do it like that, okay? So now I'm lining up my wig with the part that I already made. You see? Like that, like so. Okay? Now, while I was doing this, I've already adjusted my other wigs, but while I was doing this, I noticed that lace right there, because this is a 13x6 closure, and I do not wear lace fronts like in the traditional way at all. I use it for the part in space, but that part right there, that little lace piece that's behind my ear, it does in fact have to go. Now, if I was 30, I probably would have kept it like that, but I'm 29, okay? So I cut that off, and I pull it off, you see, like that. And then I just let my edges be the highlight, you see. And you thought I was done here, but I am not, honey. I'm going to make this look good, okay? I just need you to hold on. So we're going to tuck that by my hair. I'm just trying to like kind of feel out how it looks, how it feels, what's the vibe, what are we going for? And while you're doing this, you want to heat up your curling irons. If you have a hot comb, you can use a hot comb. But because I'm using this wet and wavy hair, sometimes I feel like a hot comb can straighten it. And so I just take it and I press the curlers on the highest setting against the top of my head to flatten it out. Because that's another thing that ages your wigs. It's all of that bulk at the top, honey. They can tell. If you got a lot of bulk at the top of your wig, the higher the bulk, really, the older you are. And not saying like I'm trying to be young or nothing like that, but we definitely do not want to be, we want to keep up with the times. So that's just me pressing that against, you see? pressing that against there. And y'all, look at the part. It's already starting to become a little natural looking, okay? Because where's the lace? They don't know if I got to sew in or what, okay? And so we're going to press that against. Just making the whole top of the head, you want that to be flat, okay? And because this is a body wave hair, you don't want to comb and make it flat. You just want to flatten it on top of the waves, because after I flatten it out, I'm going to pull it out again just to give it that natural look. So right now, I'm just flattening around it. Y'all, that part looks like it looks like I have a sew-in in. It looks like I have a sew-in in, okay? Now I'm just taking a look here, and I'm going to place my, what is it called? Hot comb? No, my curlers right there, just so that's not going to be flat against my head. But like, I don't like things to look over manipulated. I like it to look like a 2014 sew-in. So you see that? Pulling that out. Pulling it out. Okay. Bopping that back. Okay. And that is how I achieve my lace behind the lace behind the hairline. And I'm going to take that fine comb and kind of comb out some of that flatness. And as you can see, honey, this is the final look. I absolutely love it. I feel like it looks natural. And like I said, I can push that behind my ear if I want, and still like have I can still be able to manipulate it in different ways. So if y'all like this video, comment, like, subscribe. My name is Corey. Thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all have a beautiful, joyous day, okay? Remember that Jesus loves you. Goodbye.